Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 224 of Factorio with the C-Block mod, where we are working on a design for more resource production, but I just got distracted by sulfuric, or just sulfur being backed up here, which prevents us from making one of the purple researchers. And I'm just a little curious about that. How is this filled up when we only make it. Oh wait, we have this going in, of course. Can we somehow top up or overflow something to prevent this? I mean, this takes priority over half of this. But the other half will fill up the pipes even without taking this, I guess. So we could split this into two instead of balancing it. Something like that. Then we should always be prioritized. We could also overflow valve this stuff, of course. But I think this should be good enough. I hope. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, I'm not gonna wait for those robots. I just need to see that this is getting out now, so we have this purple science again. And that purple science as well. Good. So, back into planning mode. And I just realized that we have planned all of this with beacons in mind, and then we didn't use any beacons for this. Even though if we just put some beacons here, we didn't need all of these extra pipes. So let's just start by removing these. And we'll figure all of this out. We do need to somehow get all of this put in together though. And I guess that's something I hadn't thought about. Would we do something like this? I know it's ugly, but if it is practical, is it really ugly? I like practicality. That should be fine. Can't really save any more space because of this though. And I guess that's fine. If we flip the output of these up here, then everything would be a little bit prettier, but again, we are within our usable footprint, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Now, how many beacons are we going to be able to get here? Yes, we can start all the way from out there. So the crafting speed of these is... Oh, they're already affected by this, of course. So it is, by itself, 3.25. It's almost doubled already. With just a couple of these. We don't need all of them, actually. Maybe we just don't do all of them, then. We are more than doubled in speed. 10 crafting speed as opposed to the 3.25. With that in mind, why don't we try to simplify this a little bit? Because we could just do this with 4 of these. Right? You are allowed to be there, but this wouldn't work up here, so we do need one space. At least one space. Wait, yes, it would work. My bad. So I'm pretty sure this is not taking up more space than we were before. Because we had 2 tiles, and then 2 tiles more for pipe, and then this. And then a tile for this stuff, the water. So I think I like this better in general. Even if it doesn't save us any space, it's just simpler. And simple is, of course, good. Okay. We need beacons, of course, to make sure that this is possible. So we are gonna up these until we don't need more than 4. Which is the case with 5 beacons. I'm really not understanding these numbers very well. Oh, with 1. No? Constant beacon. I am not sure what these mean. I haven't actually looked at these formulas that it mentions, but I would think this would be enough. In any case, we need a 10 with a crafting speed of 3.25. So if we get that to 10 again, then we should only need 3.25 of these, which is less than 4, which is good. So they're already affected here. And if we affect them a little bit more, like that, this gets to 10 point something, this does not. I guess we could do this. Oh wait, this is not powered. If it's powered, it gets to 10. And this gets to more, so never mind that one. These go under. We need power. Something like that. These are more than fast enough, I believe. I guess we are just gonna put these here because then we can have a full pipe here. Now we do have 1500 pipe divided into 2 pipes here, but 1500 fluid, not 1500 pipe, my bad. And, well, we just can't be too wasteful with how much normal pipe we use, because every piece of pipe just makes it less efficient at transferring the fluid. We'll see. This can go back in almost all the way in. But I guess we would want beacons for this part as well, right? Which I think means that we are going to just move these apart by 1 tile. These reach, but tier 1s wouldn't. Maybe that's a problem, maybe not. But I'm just going to do something like this. We'll see how this seems when we get this closer again. We could move all of this everywhere we really want it. We don't need this to be out there anymore. Maybe we are just putting it here though, because it makes it easier to manage this stuff. Could also get this in here and underground under some beacons. So with a crafting speed of 3.75, we needed 24 of these. If we double the crafting speed, we only need 12. If we triple it, we only need 8. And I think something like that should be enough to triple it. Or maybe not. We have an average of, what, 7.5, a little bit more. That's not triple 3.75 or whatever it was before. So let's just put some more of these down. Let's do it with the beacons in them, however. Oh, if with the modules in them. I am a confused man. Okay, that's more than enough to cut this down to 8. Wait. So if we cut it down to 8, are these still affected well enough? I guess so. Especially if we just optimize it a little bit. We do need these powered anyway, so we should do this. Yep. And I guess we should just pull those in then. We have more than enough speed in these. I guess we could do something... No? None of them take this? Okay, that's fine. It would mess up our ratios of everything anyway. I just like the look of this being a full row, I guess. So we're going to do that. And I apparently removed power here. So far I'm pretty happy with this. Now we needed to add sulfur reprocessing into this. With the highest tier of these available. And we'll figure out the beacons ourselves, because I can't figure out how Helmut wants me to do it. So yeah, let's just continue this. 6 of those. What if is the crafting speed of those then? Two. What would it take to get that to 6? Just 3 of those. That seems pretty simple. So we can get down to having or needing 2 of these. That's good. So we need them... Oh wait, there's more steps in all of this, of course, and we should do it from the other end, really. Something like this. Ah, we're getting 480. Just gonna remove some of these things because I'm starting to get confused. Okay, 450. Which is what we need for this to work, yes. Let's not do that, because then I can't see the numbers anymore. Good. So it is scaling this up a lot, but we know that we just need 2 of these to handle this. Wait, why is it doing that? Aren't we supposed to have too much of this stuff going out? What? This looks like to me that... No, wait. We have a weird number here. Why do we have a weird number? It makes no sense. Unless it's because it's linked with this, maybe? This is unlinked, though. Oh, it's trying to make purified water. Also, we need to remember that this needs to go further. So does the purified water. Actually, the purified water needs to go to this, but we also need it partway through. And we need to be able to purify this. Clarify it. And do we need to do anything else? I'm not sure. I want this to be in the order that I actually need it in, I guess. So we're doing this. Then we need this. Then we need that, and then we need this. Good. Can we just repin that? And we need to upgrade all of these. Wait, this can be done in chemical plants? What? Crafting speed 375. Crafting speed 325. So this just makes more sense. Okay. So I'm sure we can get this down to 2 and 2. If we just beacon it enough. We need more than 3 times the speed for these though. But let's start with the sulfuric acid. And let's just make sure that this gets down along here as well. Oh no, dang it. Well, it can just go here for now then. As that is still within our footprint. And everyone knows it's all about the footprints. Good. Chemical plant. This should probably also go out here then. At least this gives me more space to work with. Chemical plants in here. You make sulfuric acid. Good. You need access to that, that's fine. We need purified water in here. And we need that. Opposite over here. That doesn't make a lot of sense. And I said we could get away with just having 2 of these, so there's no reason to design this to drag it. Can we get away with it though? So from 325, we need to get at least above 10. They're already there, and with just 1 more of those, they are way above. Good. The bigger problem was this stuff. Actually, this can just go there. This goes out here. And we need oxygen in there. That's a little bit annoying, I guess. But we have a lot of space to work with in here, so maybe it's not a big deal. It is a big deal if we want this to go through here somehow. Could lead it all the way out here and then up, but that seems stupid. We could also rotate this. But then we need an extra pipe out here anyway. Because, I mean, we could do this. And this might just be simpler anyway. Except up here we actually need an extra space because of that. Because we can't just put that out into this pipe. So then we need the extra space anyway. So let's go back to the earlier build here. Where this just goes to the end here and across. And that's not good here. But of course we are allowed to use underground. And over here that's annoying as well. Except if we just make this immune to cross-feeding or whatever we call this. At least it's solvable. So on this side this is annoying, on this side everything else is. Never mind that, this should work still. Also, I seem to remember that our hydro plants also output purified water, and they do. We need to not block those with purified water from here. And I guess we're just gonna top up this then. Sure. These need to go to higher speed as well. And they need a solid input. But this speed should be more than enough. Can we... productivity, anything here? No. Okay. Next step should just be these then. Taking care of this, yes. Why didn't I pin this? And I said that I could get this down to 2 pretty easily, and that was true. We just needed 3 times the speed. So let's do that. We still need to be able to clarify some mineralized water though. That might take extra space. So we are just gonna plan this out here again, hopefully with enough space. Unless it's just easier to do everything in them closer together. How much purified or mineralized water? Not really a lot. I know this says a lot, but it isn't. Because we only need half of this, or less than half. It's still more than 200, so we need at least 2 clarifiers. How about something like that? This just goes in there. And this is connected with everything else somehow. I guess they don't need to be connected, but let's do it anyway. This is a lot of wasted space though. And it would be less... No, it wouldn't. It would be less if we did that. At least by one tile. It still seems like a lot of space for such a simple thing though, but... Also, we need to speed these up, but that part is pretty simple still. Maybe we don't want to have that there though. We need it to become more than a crafting speed of 6. It's the goal, and that is achieved by that. Good. So far, so good. And these, of course, need to connect to something. But I think everything so far is good then. It's 1200 of this stuff in. We need this to go to filtration units. We also need this to go to filtration units. And everything else is done. Good. Good. I guess these should stick close here just to not waste space or something. We'll see when we build more onto this. How long is this so far compared to our normal builds? Our normal builds only with normal ores. I guess it's not too bad. These are the crystallizers here, right? Yes, okay. But of course we are far from done, so it's not really telling us that much. How are we doing with this? It is getting there slowly. That's good at least. I'm getting confused by my hotkeys, sorry. How wide is this compared to everything else though? Just out of curiosity. We are at 3 tiles wider. That's not bad if we get, what, 8 times more resources out of it. As we got 7.5 before, we have, yeah, 8 times that. Good. Next step. These thingies here. I do not have those yet, I don't think. So these have a crafting speed of 2.25. How much do we think we can change that? Probably a lot. So 4.25 up to 14, how much of a difference is that? 6 times as fast, so we need 1/6 of this. So we are below 10 already. That is of course with the full boost here. We could probably do something like 12. Let's just do a little bit more math. I just need a calculator, not this one. So I have 54 machines with a crafting speed of 2.25. That's just 121 crafts per second. If I... It's probably just 120 because of 2 seconds for each of these, I would guess. Or for each of these crafts. But let's just keep with this number. If we divide that by 12, we obviously get a little bit more than 10, because 120 divided by 10. 12 is 10. So if we get a crafting speed of a little bit more than 10, 12 is more than enough. And these are all way above that. We do need to make sure that we can actually handle all the inputs and outputs for everything though. But I think that should be possible, at least if we put some space between these. I just want to make sure that this keeps being powered so I can see the numbers. Okay, so these need to do slurry, charcoal, filtering. Yes. We need these two in. And they might as well stay where they actually are. That's lined up nicely. That wasn't even planned. And I set 12 of these, so 6 on each side. We could probably do it with 5, but let's just stay on the good side, I guess. The side where we're not worried about it. So we also need filters in and filters out, and we need the outputs out. Whoops. There. Unless we want this to be symmetrical, then we can do that. Symmetrical but with itself, I guess it will also be somewhat symmetrical over here. Except that it won't, because the inputs are swapped or rotated. Never mind that. And we should be able to get filters in and out here. Well, in here and out on the inside of all this. Probably doesn't need to go further than here. I'm sure we can figure out to do something at the end here. I think that has been done before. So I'm not going to worry too much about that. Let's just remove those, I guess. And mirror this. Something along those lines. And this just makes or ensures it in... I don't know what it does. It makes me believe that yes, this is of course a good way to do this. Because now we have more things that actually utilizes this tile here, so I'm just more happy with it. That's what I'm trying to say in the weirdest way possible. What have I done here? I have done stupid things. I am not paying attention. Okay, so those two were in the way of moving all of this 3 tiles, I guess. Yes. That's all fine. This needs to go here. I do think I will just merge these. Because why not? And this all goes to the other end, that's good. So we are going to need more power poles here. That's a little annoying, because this do not reach these. And this doesn't reach in here. Unless we move the belts on the inside lane here. Is there a reason not to do that? I don't think so. So we can move this in by 1 tile. I haven't even checked if we can get these thingies, the filters out again. But I'm sure that's possible. Though not in a good way. I need more belts though. Either in here or out here. But both of these would... No, wait, we can put like that, I guess. That should work. How many filters are we talking about here? 30 per second, so easily handleable by half a belt times 2. Good. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. Just need to make sure that this continues. And do we have a good crafting speed then? We just needed it to be over 10 on average, so this should be fine. Did we move all the inserters where we needed them to be? I think so. So that's one more step done, I think. Then we actually need to put coal in the filters. I guess, no, let's just put it in here. I will remove most of this stuff though. These can be done in 3 machines that are not made faster. Also, don't we have faster assembling machines than blue ones? Yes. So, speed 2 as opposed to speed 3.5. I'm just curious if we could do all of this in 1 machine, but I guess we should just stick to 2. And I'm not worried about doing numbers here, because just this single beacon should speed up the 2 enough to work for 3. Give me some of these to start with. We can upgrade them later if we feel like it. And I guess here is as good a spot as any. We need input from there and we need output to there. Which means we need a little bit more power here. But we need coal in from here somewhere as well. Yeah, what did I do here? I'm not sure. But it is not correct. And that is not correct either. Okay. It isn't a lot of charcoal we need in, so I'm not gonna worry about these inserters. With 30 per second needed, we probably need to put in more than the 100 we usually do. But I'm not entirely sure about that. The faster belts will help with not needing to do that, I guess. Okay, so far so good. That is done, that is done. Then the last little bit here. You have a crafting speed of 2.25. If we wanted it to go to a lot less machines, I'm sure we can do that. Now I feel like I should have had this on the inside, just to have it closer to each other, but maybe that's not too important when we can just do this. We are not going to combine it into one pipe, but let's keep it in two. And let's see what we can do here. Making this, that is fine. And wait, we still want beacons in the middle here. So this needs to go somewhere else. And again, then it would just be nicer if the outputs were reversed. But then I think I also need to move all of the underground belts, and I would like to not do that, I guess. But maybe we should. On the other hand, the only thing we need to do is get this in here or something. That means we will miss a beacon every now and then, because we need an underground pipe, but I think that's okay. And we get this down to 8. We need to more than quadruple the speed then. Of 2.25, so we need to get higher than 9. And with the need for underground pipes in here, I guess when we get further, actually already we can use titanium pipe here. Just to not have to live without that many beacons. So this is on average more than 9. That was easier than expected. Is my math bad? Let's just double check, I guess. So 26 machines, oops, 26 with a crafting speed of 2.25. Let's just call that 60. Actually, I'm a little bit curious. 4-second crafting time. We're supposed to do 60 of these. Shouldn't that number have become 60? But then we haven't even divided by 4 seconds. I'm confused. Have we already counted beacons in here? Yeah, we have. That's my bad. Go away, please. So, we can definitely not do it with 8. Hopefully I haven't made that mistake with others. This is without, this is without. I don't think I did it with anything other than these and than these, I guess. I hope not, at least. Do I need to go through this again? Let's just make sure right now. So we cut this down to, what, 8? By tripling the speed, that's fine. There's no beacons involved, no. This. What am I doing? 240. We cut that down to 60. So 1/4. Have we actually quadrupled the speed of these? Crafting speed 2.5, so we just needed to get above 10 on average. And we are above 10 on average, okay. Good. So then there's the intermediate here that could have been a problem as well, but it's not. That's not a lot of machines. If upgraded, it's even this. This is not a lot of machines, no. And this is quite a lot of machines, but if upgraded and halved, because this is not the correct amount, then we need 6, and then we could triple the speed at least. So it is all good, I believe. Just needed to make sure. We can keep both of those, I guess. Okay, so 107 of these. We will have the output on the outside here, along with coal going in. So we can use all of the space in here for beacons. Could even use better pipes later, but I guess this is fine. Also we can do... Oh, we can actually do these in here. Interesting. How about here? No. So productivity of plus 24%? No, yeah, that is. Have these been nerfed? Or is that part of Angels or the C-Block mod pack? Maybe it is. Are they slowing down less then? Speed minus 15? Yeah, by a lot, I think. Speed and productivity used to be a lot more different, I think. So we still have a crafting speed above 12 for these. If we had calculated this into everything, then we would have needed less of everything else. 24% less. What is 24% of 60 machines? It's almost 1/4, so almost 15 machines less. Less water consumption? Let's just design it without these in mind though. Because I don't want to start over, that's the main reason. I can put it in later and then just leave it if we want to, but then we are spending more power to produce the same amount, so we might as well just let everything run at that point. I'm sure it's fine. These have a crafting speed of around 14 on average. Some around the pipes here might be a little bit different, but we'll see. These are a little bit annoying. Okay, so how about, can we get this down to 16? Let's get our numbers out again. Because there's less chance of my head messing up then. Except if I can't figure out what I'm doing. Don't do ace. So 107 machines multiplied with, can I not take this while I have the calculator open? I guess I should just deselect that. Crafting speed of 2.25, yes. Yes, 240 crafts. That makes more sense with this. This is 60 with a crafting time of 4, makes 240. Okay. If we wanted to do 24 machines, then we need a crafting speed of 10. If we wanted 20 machines, then we need a crafting speed of 12, my math says. I have more than 12. So I'm gonna go with 20, I think. Because I'm pretty sure at least that that is achievable, even with some of the machines being a little bit less beaconed. Okay, I'll redo the power though, I think. Oops. Damn it, go away. Fix this. Pipe is good. That is sulfuric wastewater going out. We need... well, maybe we still need to add clarifiers here to clarify extra of this in case we need to produce more sulfuric wastewater. But let's just start by getting this part done and powered. If we want power in here, I'm just gonna put this here. And this can't reach all the way there, that's a little bit annoying, as always. But maybe we can get away with this. No. This? Maybe. I don't know. I think we'll just do the simple thing here. This work? Yep. But then we would have to do this, which sucks. Go away. Is it really 3 underground we need to do? That's so annoying. Later we can do a lot less. When we eventually get better underground belts. Or maybe we just make this as simple as possible until then. But then we want it to be good for the robot, so... At some point we can get rid of half of these, is what I'm trying to say, but not now. That is not right. We only need half of these. Good, that's our output. And we can mirror that. We could also use substations for part of this, but again, since I didn't consider that from the start, I'm not gonna change it right now, I don't think. Does the world have to be so cruel that I have to put these here? Could also do better of these, but I don't think I would like to do that really later on even. And we'll need to figure out how to get that in. Also, we are still not done. We want to do clarifiers. I think we're just gonna stick to a few though. I don't remember if these actually affected correctly by beacons, but it looks like it. So we are going to do overflow. And how about this? Should we handle that locally as well? Currently we have clarifiers for that on some of our shorter setups, like what is it? Mineral catalyst or something? Wouldn't it be better if that was just handled here? Because then well, this is overkill, but it's nice to have it be overkill when, well, then you don't have to think about it ever, really. So yeah, I think that is a fine idea. Why did I do that many valves? I'm not sure. I'm just gonna place one more there. I think this is the build with power. Is everything powered now then if we just move it away from that power station thing? Of course, without actually having power, we can't see that. I feel so stupid right now. Oh no, there's a glitch in the matrix. Okay, this looks to be powered well. Good. think this is good enough to just put in here as a late game thing. That we will also start using now, I guess. My poor world. Okay. How are we doing with coal rigs? Not done yet. How does this blueprint look in comparison with the old ones? It is longer, but we do have that length in our current setups. It's just not gonna fit behind chunks. That's a problem, of course. Yeah, we need to change something for these to fit here. But we're not really doing a lot of chunking here anyway. Yeah, but maybe we're okay with that. At least we're gonna use it for some of this old stuff. I guess we are doing that until this works. The reason why I started thinking about all this was because of shortages of copper and aluminium. We might need to upgrade belts as well though, because this is just not good enough. And also to more than red belts, I mean, because 2 red belts is probably not enough either. Oh well. So of course we still need 2 of our new setups for producing any resource like iron. And since this is wider, it will take up more space than we're currently doing. Although we could just mutilate our build a little bit. Hey, I'll build you there then. And power you. We could just keep these, the outputs of these separated, so we have one type coming out of here and the other on the other side. That's a very good possibility, I guess. Now, I'm not sure about the productivity of this build without the beacons, actually. I guess that is something we should figure out as well. It's probably not gonna be more than our current builds, right? Modules, these, not power poles. Is there a production tab in here? There is. So we need to actually have this running. I guess we could start by just having slag running though. This is more than our belts can carry though. So we should have 2 full red belts here. I believe. And then we're backing up the machines, but that's fine. This will slow down to 60 per second when all of the machines have backed up. I guess this is this per 5 seconds or per second? Maybe it's per 5 seconds actually. What is this divided by 60? Math. Help me. What was it, 180? I could have done that in my head. Production. So that's not per minute at least, is it per 5 seconds maybe? We could do a... No wait, it's... What I wanted to do was of course 2200 divided by 60. I'm just stupid. So 36.6 per second, okay. So the 180 was per 5 seconds. So this is not great, obviously. Actually, I think it's less than our current builds. Aren't we doing 37.5 or something now? Let's power this off. Let's move it. Or remove it, I guess. And let's put this down here. And get rid of the extras. Well, with 2 bells it can't be more than 30, I guess, so... I guess I was wrong. Not sure where I get this 37 number from. It's a lot slower, okay. Actually about half speed. I guess that makes sense with 50 of these as opposed to the 60 of the others. Because the others should be twice as... well, almost twice as fast. Okay. So we will be producing more. Twice as much. So we could in one setup produce what we did in 2 setups before. And so it does make sense to produce the 2 types of ore needed for the iron and copper and stuff in one setup instead of 2, to begin with at least. Or maybe not, because we actually want an increase in production, not just the same production in new facilities. So yeah. I'll have to think a bit more about that. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.